Good morning, everyone. Welcome to TVC News Trending Now. We'll begin with a very wonderful conversation which we've been talking about all day on the table. The federal government has adopted the age of 16 as a minimum age for admissions into Nigerian tertiary institutions. The Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, says the age reflects a balance between cognitive maturity and academic preparedness as the 2025 policy meeting organized by the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAM. Tunji Alausa warned tertiary institutions against breaching the rule, asking for strict adherence. He recalled that the former Minister of Education, Minister Tahir Maman, had set the minimum age for admissions at 18, raising concerns. Following his removal, Mr. Alausa, who succeeded him, reversed the policy and pegged it at 16 for last year's admissions exercise, formalizing it as the official age for admissions. Now let's see what Nigerians had to say about this right here. Godson Duke says, always doing irrelevant things. Some government officials, What if there was a ward with very high IQ? Then the same will be stalled from pursuing further academic excellence because some persons in government with rigid mentality made a decision. Okay, that's his thought. Genevieve Mbama says better. 16 years minimum is okay. Anything less is child abuse, even if the child is a genius, period. There is a whole world of intelligence quotient versus emotional quotient. Exposing an underage to vagaries of university life is an abuse. Well, that's what she's got to say. And finally, on this more or less, is saying it's a good move for me, nothing more. At least students would have no right from left before leaving their father's house and go and stay alone in the university.
The other story about the cutoff age for students to go, admission age for university, 16. While I think 16 is okay, I also think they should make room for people with very high IQ. They should have some kind of special program for people with very, very high IQ. But it's not strange to see somebody graduate at 19. Now, and if you entered at 16, you definitely will not graduate at 19. Good policy, but let's also make room for people with very high IQ.
Well, they're talking also about the matters of maturity for a certain level. So some persons may have good IQ, but how matured are they to handle the challenges that they have to face when they get to school? That's why you see some persons break down mentally because they are not able to handle certain things. The tertiary institution environment is quite different from secondary school, and they'll need to mingle with a lot of persons who, at the end of the day, influence their character and so many things in their life. So if you do not have that ability to be able to handle some of these things, you may find yourself at the rung of the ladder where you may not even move forward. Your IQ is lost and so many things happen to you. So I think that these are the considerations that the government has made, and I agree with them on that.
Well, I'll pick up from the story 16 at the university. I think that is the best age, because anything lower than that will be sort of child abuse. And I'll tell you something, Nelson, you can be very smart academically, but emotionally you are not smart. That's right. Emotional intelligence is something that, we really need to hammer on, because when you go to school, you're meeting different people. Human beings can be very difficult. It's not even easy to, be with certain kind of human beings. Now it's talking of someone that is really young. So I think by 16, they have kind of built their confidence, they're able to, distinguish for what is right and what is wrong. So I think 16 is the right age, and they still get to graduate at a good age. They still got to graduate at a young age. So I really love that. 16, here you go. Lower than 16 is going to definitely be a problem.